my name's Dazza, and today I'm in Poland's capital, Warsaw. I'm here to check out 5 of the top best things that this city has got to offer. Let's get right in about it. So the first place that we have arrived at is Old Town. When we first walked in here, I was expecting like the kind of old bashed buildings. This is amazing. There's a gold house there. There's a weird kind of like pastel-y coloured building there. It looks like as if when it first got done, they've constantly kept up to date with it. It doesn't actually look that old. Obviously the buildings are old, but they actually like the nice colours and that on it. They're quite tasty. The Old Town is where you get your culture, it's where you go to the museums, it's where you get your banging Instagram pictures. That is what the Old Town is, and I like it. So the benefits of there being rain on is the fact that look round about, all the tourists have went home. The only people that are kicking about are the daft tourists that don't mind the weather, or the locals gone home for their shift at work. And look at this place, man. It is, look at it, actually just have a look. It's chaos, it's absolute chaos. There's a Christmas tree. As much as I love the rain, right, I'm gonna go look for some shelter because it's a wee bit cold. I can't feel my fingertips anymore. So I'm gonna go indoors. Right, I'll see you soon, So we might still be in Old Town, but actually in Old Town is a museum. The museums might not be your thing, so we have found an illusion museum, which sounds to be quite interesting. Let's jump in, come on. This will be covered in gems. Oh, he's a hand sanitizer. I like how low budget everything is in here. It's literally just cut all like sellotape on the ceiling. Oh, this is spooky, man. Oh my god. Wherever you look, it's just everywhere. So see if you just look straight at me, it feels like we're actually. It does. Look at that.
Oh! Wow!
It was interesting, but you know, it was like £20. I think it worked out to be. So for like, I don't know, maybe half an hour, if you're a wee bit bored of just the kind of old stuff outside, you could just jump in. It's all right. Do you know what I will say? There's some really interesting photo ops. If you're an Instagrammer, like want to go on the Instagrams, do it for the gram, I'd recommend jumping in. I think you'd quite enjoy it. This is your Sucky Hall Street in Glasgow, your Oxford Street in London. This is the equivalent of what this street is. You could start at either end of this street and you would end up at something quite cool. So if you start up at Old Town, that's alright, you'll end at the Palace. If you start up at the Palace, that's alright, you'll end down it there. So if you're going to go to either or, you might as well just use this destination because you could jump down and have a rare old time. This whole street is basically like the shopping district of Warsaw as well, what I think anyway. There's billions of shops, man. Absolutely billions of shops. You've got book shops, you've got clay shops, you've got sweetie shops. We've seen a lollipop shop. What was that all about? You could get lollipops made to order. That's just wild, by the way. So if you're into your shopping, even if you're not into your shopping, it's still quite a nice wee random street. It's quite, what's the word? Nice. It's quite nice. I like it. The chauffeur there, the logo's a wee bit suspicious there. It looks a wee bit like the Specsavers logo. I think somebody's saying this, Jesus Christ, that bus is so close! Oh! The logo looks quite interesting. looks like they've kind of borrowed something from Specsavers, not gonna lie, not gonna lie. So we've been to Old Town, we've got our culture in, we're awfully cultured now. Then we went to Nowy Swiat, the big massive long street, done a wee bit of window shopping. But now, I want to chill, I want to get away from the city, I want to go to the park. And I hear there's a palace. Let's go and check it out, come on. I'm totally hawking it in Poland. I don't think I've ever been so cold in my life, man. These things are amazing, they are so cool, right? They go about 15-20 miles per hour and it is wild, absolutely wild. We just rode about half an hour from somewhere else to here, to the palace. We're about to see the palace. Currently, we can't see the palace. This just looks like Glasgow Green, which, I'm not going to lie, I'm not quite impressed yet, but apparently this palace is supposed to be banging. It's supposed to be beautiful. So let's go and see the palace. We have arrived at the palace. Daniel, pick him up. So we can't scoot in the palace because there's a slight issue. It allows nothing in this palace. You can't do anything. You can't pick up birds. You can't touch the flowers. You can't have dogs. You can't go on your bike, and you can't go on your scooter. So let's walk. I found China in Poland. Come on. The whole wee pond here is just completely frozen air. That is nuts. Oh. Alright. So we have arrived at said palace. Its English name is Palace on the Water. I can kind of guess why. It's in the middle of a river. I see a river, it's a big pond. There's birds walking on the river. I've just noticed that, it's mad. Lazienki, Kralowski. This language is so hard, honestly. I don't have a clue how to say any words in it at all. This, honestly, I've seen some museums in my time, right? Like the Louvre in France, Paris, garbage, there's nothing in it. That's actually cool. Look at it, it's a museum on a pond. What's that all about? You don't see that every day. With Buckingham Palace, where's that? It's just sitting on a bit of grass. This is on a bloody frozen lake. We should see if we can get a closer look. They'll probably tell us to bolt, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Come on. It's freezing cold, right? It's wet and it's a bit dull and grey, but I think I'd prefer that than see coming in the summer. See if you were here in the summer, this place would be riddled with tourists. The fact that we can just walk in here, have a wee seat, look about, take some pictures, it's amazing. But I'm quite glad that we were idiots and booked this in January. Do you know, this park, honestly, it's kind of exceeded my expectations. My expectations was it's going to be a park with something in the middle of it. But honestly, it's quite a decent wee park. It's quite cushy. It's we didn't actually, see, just thinking about it, we didn't need to pay anything. Obviously not to get into the park, but like, see, to actually just enjoy the park and its kind of general parkiness. We've enjoyed ourselves just kicking about. Like, walking about the park, it's been really nice. I bet you in the summer this place would look absolutely stunning with the green and all the grass and all the all that land. That I quite enjoy it, but I'm absolutely freezing. So as you can see, the oil of the place. So we're going to go and do something else that's indoors. So Moan, let's go, man, and get out of this cold. So our last location is, I'm not going to lie, it's a wee bit out the way. It's rated quite highly, but it's the Pinball Museum here. But that's the city there. And it doesn't make any sense because we're here. So when you first come in, it's quite deceiving. It looks like a bar, but it's no. It's weird. It's like you kind of walk in and then the pinball machines are all laid up round the side. It's mad. It's actually like it takes me back to the days when you know when you've got the pinball game on your Windows computer. And it's like it's like took ages to like power up and then like, so that the real life. Maybe everything so far we've done today, this is one thing I'm actually like properly enjoying. Like everything else is nice and that to kind of look at, but this is like fun. So big man down the stairs said that this place has only been open for 2 years, so like it's still quite a new place. And it doesn't look like it. Like it looks like it's been open for years, but not like in a bad way, in like it's established kind of way. Down the stair, that big massive machine that was playing, that's like one of the biggest kind of ones that they've got in Europe, which is wild, absolutely wild. See, what is quite good about this place is that it's no a museum. Like it's a collection of like all pinball machines all put together in one room, split into 2 levels. But it's no museum. It's like a social gathering place. You could come here on a first date with somebody. You could come here and meet up with your pals before you go out. Somebody will like, meet you at the pinball station. Like it's genius. It's actual genius. You could come here, get a couple of games in with the lads, jump out, done. It's honestly, I love it. That's been the most expensive thing that we've actually done. But out of everything that we have done today, that's been the most worth it thing I think so far for value for money and that. It's a banging thing today if it's absolutely bucketing down outside, which it is. It's really good. Don't let the area deceive you because it looks like you're in the ghettos, but trust me, you'll know. Inside, it's amazing inside. It's nice and warm. It's quite kind of cosy as well because it's small but big at the same time. Aye, it's quite nice. It's like a kind of bar as well in the middle. It's like a bar, but it's not a bar. It's quite nice. Like you can get some drinks in that. So honestly, aye, I'd say job well done. When we came to Warsaw, we thought, you know what, this is going to be absolute rubbish. We're going to be miserable and want to go home 2 hours after we landed on the plane. But you know what? No, I can safely say, Warsaw, you've been alright. You've been half decent, you've been quite enjoyable. I've quite enjoyed you. You've got your culture side, you've got that checked off. Then you've got your modern side. Culture with the old town, you've got the old town, right? That's your culture. And then you can jump right into the modern with the pinball museum, even though it's like old things. But you know what I'm talking about. It's good. Go to Warsaw if you've got a, spare couple of days. Just don't go in January, because it's freezing. But where would you want to see me visit next? It's a bit you let me know down in the comments below.